checking to see if we have successfully appeared on YouTube. Look at that. Right there. It says we're live.
Okay.
Yay. Go away.
Is that our opening shot? Is the porta potty floating down?
No. But it will be soon.
Okay.
From the
bonus room.
From the studio. Why can't I remember how I begin the show?
From the studio.
From the studio in the bonus room above the garage on the north side of Cary, this is the Triangle Talk Show. And the audio audience hears the music. And we come back July 19th, 2018. That's when we're recording this, but it was all from a couple weeks ago, around July 4th or so. This is the Triangle Talk Show, episode 19. It's a travel episode. I had named this one myself, Hawaii 5, oh well. Do you know why?
Yeah, I do, because we didn't go on the helicopter ride.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Didn't make the helicopter ride, but we'll check that out in just a minute. Before we begin all that stuff, we were talking with Julia out in Kanab, the previous episode, and there's what I want. She was talking about the. I forgot one thing. First of all, I'm Gary Pierce, and I had called you my pod wife on the last episode.
It's okay.
You're my real life wife. At some point, Julia might become the pod wife.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that would be her designation.
Have you got a pod husband?
I've had work husbands.
Not a pod husband, a work husband.
I've had work husbands.
Do you have one now? I should know about.
Well, I guess Matt would be my work husband now. It used to be Rich.
I do not know this Matt of whom you talk.
He's my newest sidekick.
Okay.
Or I'm his newest sidekick.
Does he treat you well?
Absolutely.
Do I need to step in there and do something?
Nope.
Okay.
It's all good.
I fixed the little bug where there's a little bug. I fixed it so it no longer goes bing.
And
bing,
what was the problem?
Bing. I just set something up wrong. It also was screwing up the audio. I don't know if people would recognize from the last episode. It would get a little softer, and then it would get a little louder, and then it would get a little softer. And if you go back and you watch carefully, for those of you that really care, I'll switch to a shot, and the little bug will be big, and the audio will be loud, and the bug will get small, and the audio will get soft, and will stay softer. It won't go back and forth with the bug. But I have no idea how Wirecast did that, but somehow it did. Okay, we're going to talk about it's part 3 of the trilogy of our Hawaii vacation.
And where do we start?
Well, we don't start yet. Oh,
no. I'm saying, where does the video start?
Oh, this is the Big Island stuff.
Okay, is it from day 1?
Of the Big Island, yeah.
Okay.
It's all the Big Island.
Okay.
Everything.
I just need to know what I'm talking about.
You haven't seen this
I need to
yet.
have my expectations set.
Yeah,
okay.
But first, Julia was out in Kanab, and we had talked about this picture and couldn't find it. So here it is. This is the floating porta potty.
That almost looks like somebody's driving it.
It does.
It's amazing that it stands up straight the whole time.
It also looks a lot like
around the corner.
The Doctor Who TARDIS.
It does.
Oh, it's just heading around the corner.
It did. Look at me. It made a perfect turn to the left.
And I really do hope nobody's inside. Okay, so that is it for that. Can I make it go away? Because now it wants to play me somebody's cat, so going to have to make that go away. And so now before we get to that, I have a household tip, a household hint. This is the part of the episode that is the household hint part. Never done this before. If you happen to have an old bicycle tire lying around, a bicycle inner tube, yeah, which I had because I was riding one day and got a flat, and it turned out to be this stem was the problem. Did I remember to? Yeah, wow, I got that. Don't know if you can see.
Yep.
Yep. That just
Tore right at the connection.
yeah, and so it eventually went flat. I actually got home before it was flat, so I had to change it, and I did.
And by the way, the box is still sitting on top of your car hood.
Oh, well, that's not the empty box. That's
Okay.
the full box that I took out of the bag on the bike, so I'd have room for other stuff
Okay.
for my ride today. If you happen to have a old used bicycle tire tube, because bicycle tires are not tubeless, you can make a really strong version of a rubber band with it. Just cut the piece off like that. And what you've got is, it's not as stretchy as a typical rubber band. I happen to have a rubber band here. You know, rubber band's pretty stretchy, so it won't give you the same proportion. But what it will do is it's a way stronger. And these things wear out pretty fast. If you wrap something up with them,
Or
maybe
cats bite them.
yeah, you don't feed them to cats. A year or two later, they'll dry out and they'll be brittle. They'll just break. So that won't happen to this. It'll be strong forever. So if you happen to have something that's within the size range, again, it's about half or less what a real rubber band can stretch to. Inner tube. Said it right that time, not tire.
Shall we travel?
Let's travel. Let's go to Hawaii.
Let's.
The cartoon Drabble in the news, the NNO, the family is going to Hawaii.
Okay. Have they left yet?
Yeah, they yesterday they were on the plane, and
Okay.
and the guy, I don't remember his name, was staring at the. Apparently, they were in a 777, like I was, and they had the seat back entertainment thing, and one of the things you can dial up is just a map to show you where you are. And he had that on there, and he said, "I've been watching this TV show for hours. It never changes. It's the most boring show ever." I was kind of hoping that they would do something clever, but the next one, they're on a beach, and he's got a phobia about changing rooms because he got locked in one. What has that got to do with Hawaii? Cartoonist, you can do a better job. You know the cartoonist who does a better job? I don't remember what her name is. It's the one that does, it's the newest cartoon comic in the News and Observer. It's called Breaking Cat News.
Oh.
It is awesome. Breaking Cat News. I don't remember what her name is. I should check that out. I'll show you later on sometime. Not this episode. We'll do News and Observer comics as a whole
I'll
episode.
let you do
one day.
that. You know them. I don't.
You don't read the paper.
Nope.
Let's go to Hawaii. These are the Hawaiian Islands, and just for fun, I'm gonna zoom on out a little bit and notice that you kind of think Hawaiian Islands are out in the middle of the Pacific all by themselves, but they're part of a chain. A lot of this is underwater. A lot of these don't even break the surface. You got to Midway, and then but there are a couple of these that break the surface, and then Johnson Atoll. Some of these just barely, in high tide or low tide, I guess. But Hawaii is not quite as alone as you might think. All of these little yellow dots. Oh, by the way, have I mentioned this is another video episode?
Yes.
I didn't mention that.
Yes, you did.
I did? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We talked about that last time. But for this episode, it's important for you to know that this is a television show. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to get a whole lot out of the audio, I'm afraid. So go to the YouTube. If you're listening to this on the audio and going, oh, another video? Yeah, go to the YouTube. If you're working, if you're at work or something and you can get away with earbuds, especially if you're a woman with long hair, you can get away with earbuds under your hair. And then your boss comes by and you're only
Everybody wears earbuds at work, and it doesn't mean
okay.
you're not paying attention. It could mean you're on the phone. It could mean you're just trying to block everybody else out that's yammering around you.
Okay.
So it's no longer a taboo thing. It's everybody has their earbuds in at work.
But you could be not paying attention and listening to a podcast.
Absolutely.
What a great idea.
So let's give them something to listen to.
Unfortunately, this is TV show. So put it up on the monitor and get your blanking screen ready. So when you see the boss coming down the hallway,
Put up a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Quick.
Okay. So meanwhile, back to Hawaii. All these little yellow dots are just points of interest that I've pointed out for me that we go to see in Hawaii. This is the Big Island, and today's episode will concentrate on the Big Island. This is the town of Hilo. Stay still there. This is the Puna district. It is also the flank of Kilauea. Well, it is
East
all of
Rift
Kilauea.
Zone.
Yeah, this is Kilauea here. This is the East Rift Zone. This is all the Kilauea volcano. This is the Mauna Loa volcano. This is the Mauna Kea volcano. There's another one over here called Walalai, and there's an old one, Kapoho or something up here you can hardly see.
No, it's down there in Puna.
Oh, okay. But there's a volcano up here in the Kohala district.
Kohala district? Okay.
Yeah, there's a volcano up there. There's 5 volcanoes on the Big Island.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about the Kilauea area. And as we carefully explained to you a couple of episodes ago, although Kilauea is here, the eruption is coming from Pu'uo'o, which is just a little vent, a big vent, a little farther away, but nothing is actually coming out of it now. Everything is going underground, deep underground, as we learned, a couple hundred
Kohala
kilometers.
is the other one. You're right. You said Kapoho.
Kohala.
Kohala is actually a volcano.
Okay, so everything is coming underground, and then it's finally coming up and erupting around here. And this marker here in the Leilani Estates is something that we'll keep referring to as Fissure 8. It's the active fissure. Obviously not on this map. Someday Google Maps is going to catch
Someday it
up.
will update. Yeah, we'll see how long that takes before they update.
Yeah,
I got a
so-
snapshot of it just to save it for what it used to look like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Fissure 8 is here, and many of these houses in this territory are now gone. Under lava.
700.
Yeah, under lava, and we'll see what it's like. So we stayed... There we go. We stayed up here in Hilo. We took several drives down through this territory, through the town of Pahoa. We also went out along this road here and up this road down here. We got to these points. This is where the road was closed. This is where the road was closed. And get back up here. Again, this Leilani Estates is where Fissure 8 is. This is Highway 130, and we drove down it. It just happened. It had been closed in this area for, I don't know,
Weeks,
months,
yeah.
at least weeks, maybe months. And they had just opened it the day we got there. So that was handy for us, and you'll see us drive across it. Once again, the lava is going underneath here. It's coming from this direction, going underneath here, popping up here. When it goes underneath here, it's probably a kilometer down. It's not 50 feet down. It's a few hundred, 1,600 feet down.
A couple kilometers, you said.
So, but there's still some
Steam.
signs of it. No, it's not just steam.
Cracks.
Yeah, it's
Driving over metal plates on the road.
Yep. So you'll see all that
Covered up
in
cracks
in
that
our
are
video
steaming.
in a little bit. Yeah, well, sulfur coming up too. You really smell it.
Oh,
I tell
yeah.
you to keep your windows rolled up. You'll see all that. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're also going to visit a little farmers market event down here in Kalapana. And no, we never get to see the actual lava flowing here, unfortunately. It would be nice if we did, but we never did, because they won't let you in.
No.
There are probably people who try to sneak in. There are people who get arrested all the time trying to sneak in. There are probably adventure seekers that do manage to evade the police. We're not that
brazen.
Yeah. There we are.
More respectful.
Now we can talk and show pictures at the same time, at least for a minute. All right, so I'm going to see if I can...
roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, that puppy died.
I know. Well, one of them. I think there was a couple of them.
Yeah, they said there were several.
Yeah. Duke.
Okay. So let's check it out as we begin. Looking at this Google Map thing. Now, there's a lot of on-camera narration. So we're
headed south on Highway 130. That's the road that goes from Hilo down past Pahoa and on farther south and right pretty much through or a little bit west of the eruption zone. And from here, you wouldn't know anything special was happening. I think we can see some smoke up in the clouds. Can't see it right now, so we'll take another look when we get a better view. And we're not expecting to be able to get anywhere near the rifts that are erupting, but just kind of wanted to see what it was like down here right now. This Highway 130 had been closed for a long time, and it opened today past that area, so we'll just take a drive and see what we can see. Alright, so that's the smoke, we think, coming from the eruption zone.
That's no big deal. The ops center was just a collection of little huts and vehicles. That sign was weird.
I didn't see that.
I think it looked okay to the naked eye. The camera just found it weird.
Oh, okay, yeah. Huh.
Okay, so we're south of Pahoa and we're coming up to the edge of Leilani Estates.
There's a lot of warning for the steel plates, which are probably where this road buckled.
And if you look carefully, you'll start to see the steam coming up from the edges.
Yeah, off there to the left.
I see steam.
Yeah. So you got a couple of cracks in the road here. And then some more coming up.
Oh, that's a great feeling.
Yeah, that was a little unnerving to know that.
Now notice I've got my window open.
Yes.
It smells good too.
Coming the other way, there'll be a sign that says keep your windows closed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is one of the entrances to the Leilani Estates. That it's a checkpoint. You have to live there to be able to go in. There's still plenty of houses that are fine.
This is the territory formerly known as the lava viewing area.
So I'm going to pause that for a second. And so we made our first pass going down 130.
Yeah.
And discovered those plates and saw the checkpoints on 130 that you can't go past. You can't go in. And then we said, well, let's just go on down to the old viewing area. Now I'm going to go back if I can make this all work. Go back to the map. We'd been, let's see, do I remember how to do this? Yeah, there we are. So we had been down to this territory many times. It used to be...
Oh, the Uncle Awa Club.
Well, it's because I
put it there.
I put it there, yeah.
Okay.
It used to be that the active lava flows were coming out of Pu'uo'o here and down, oops, get this right here, Pu'u'o here,
Yep.
and then down somewhere in here. It would change, and then hit the ocean down here. And it was doing that for years.
And it was usually just like a single stream or just a couple of streams. It wasn't anything of the output of this one.
Yeah. And you could drive down from
Chain of
Volcanoes
Craters.
Park down the Chain of Craters Road, which is here someplace, and it would end where this lava began. It covered the road. You could walk in, and we did a couple times walk in miles
Yep.
into this territory, and eventually you'd come right upon active lava. You could walk down toward the coast and see the lava flow. We did that one time. Then we learned that you really don't want to walk right along here.
No, bench collapse.
Yep. Although it occurs to me the road is right along there. Can we see?
Yes. Yeah. So Yep.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's not really within bench collapse lava viewpoint. Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Anyway, this road had been totally covered up, and now they have rebuilt it, dug it out. It is now an evacuation route. So if the lava, we'll mention this on the video, but if the lava had totally covered everything, this road, all the other minor roads in here, there are no roads in this territory. I got to remember to, my cursor's a little bit offset. I got to remember to watch the right monitor to show you where the cursor is. So if lava had covered all these roads and there was no way out from down here, then they would let people come through here again because they blasted their way through all of this lava.
Yep.
And you'll see the beginning of that road in just a little bit. So you go down here, and at one point, the lava moved from being maybe right around here to being closer to down here. The entry point was around there. And you could come down this road and travel in there just a little bit and see the lava plume.
You can see the plume here on this picture. See,
is that
right
it
there? Yeah.
Ah, well,
not that one. No,
move
move farther to the left.
No, it can't be that far down. No, I think you're just seeing clouds.
Okay.
Yeah, you're seeing clouds and surf. No, I don't think it's active in whenever Google took this picture.
Yeah.
So you could see pretty good steam plume, but you could also see lava, bubbling up and bursting and from
oozing.
Well, yeah, more than oozing because you could see it blowing up there a little bit. I've got some video of that. I don't know where it is. I'll have to dig that out. It may just be high 8 from the old high 8 stuff I did from years and years ago. Anyway, so this is the area that we are in for this next little piece of the video. They used to call it the lava viewing area. The sign is still there, but you can't see any active lava there anymore because it's not going there anymore. Because a few years ago, this is where lava came down from Pu'u'o and hit the ocean.
There's the house for sale.
This is also a territory that had been a neighborhood,
Yeah.
and the neighborhood
there's been lava flowing in this area for some time.
Neighborhood was wiped out.
Like in the 80s, 90s, somewhere in there.
Rock sculpting.
But people come back and rebuild. So
Yeah, people are homesteading there.
they're off the grid because there's certainly no services down
Homesteading
there.
out here.
Yeah, no power, no water. This is the sort of the new Chain of Craters Road, the emergency evacuation route, and had the Kilauea eruptions totally closed all the roads, this would have been the way out for the people that lived south of the eruption zone if all the roads got closed, but they didn't. So it looks like you could have walked in here, and at some point there would have been lava flowing in front of you.
but there hasn't been in, I don't know, a few years.
Very
I'm not
windy.
going to quite predict that this is the future of the Leilani Estates area. I don't think the territory is covered quite this extensive, but it's an idea of what happens when the lava decides to cover what it decides to cover when people used to be there.
How insightful.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain has got, other than being dead, nothing to fear from me. But he's dead, I'm still alive.
And I think you can see there in the distance the smoke coming up from the current eruption zone, going up and meeting the clouds above it.
Some of these look pretty nice.
Some of them are well built, others, as you see, are just framing.
Kapu is forbidden.
Yes.
Stay out.
Don't come in.
So I think what we're seeing there is the smoke from Fissure 8. And then off to the right, somewhat hazier, is the steam plume coming up from the ocean where the lava is pouring into the ocean.
I don't think all those clouds are from the...
It's not smoke, but it's weather that has been produced by all that heat that's rising up constantly.
Okay, now we're coming up from the south on a little road that is...
This is just a little interlude of the ocean crashing against the shore.
The road is on the edge of the ocean. You can't always see the ocean, but you can hear. Get an idea what the road looks like there. Look up in the upper left is Leilani Estates. That's where Fissure 8 is. We had never been on this road, and it turned out to be really pretty.
Oh, it was gorgeous. I don't know, this looks like we're on 137. This isn't
This is coming up from the south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on 137. Okay, so that's not the road.
It's not the
new
beach road.
Right, it's not the beach road.
So there's one of the checkpoints. I mean, you get this far, you'll go this far and no farther.
That's right.
There were some police there. They didn't want to be on camera.
Expected that road closure. Didn't know if we'd actually be able to see anything from there, and the answer is no, you can't see anything from there at all.
That's way too wooded. But very pretty. This is what people think of when they think of lush tropical Hawaii. We spend more of our time in desert, lava and desert Hawaii. Okay, now we're going back up Highway 130. We're going to pass by all these checkpoints again.
Leilani Estates.
Here's, keep windows up. This is the territory we went through that I had my window down smelling the
Is
sulfur.
that about a steel plate in your head?
Yep.
I make that joke like 5 times. Wolowitz. So there's our... we're coming the other direction. Same steel plates.
Earlier. Right here.
It was. Not steaming anymore.
So did this bother you to
Smoking
go
or
across
whatever.
this?
Well, there we go.
It was a little eerie, but
Yep.
you know, they decide to open it up. We know that the HVO is monitoring
We
it
went through here before
constantly,
with the windows
so
wide open.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. I did.
Okay.
This is also a place that the policeman at that checkpoint said kind of wished that they hadn't let it be open. Okay, there you see Leilani Estates and the big checkpoint going into the main area. We're going to go by there again at night. It'll be interesting. Volcanic fog. Okay, we're going to try another
Way in to a roadblock.
I mean, we're not trying to sneak in.
no, we're just trying to see how far we can go and what you can
Audacious
see.
emergency supplies.
Yeah.
So that ended that
And
day.
now for something completely different.
Yeah, back in Hilo.
Yep. And the ship is in.
Yeah, ship was going out actually at that
And
point.
so this is Hilo, a small town, old town. Not so much a tourist town, certainly not a resort.
No. No,
It's over on the
everybody-
other side of the
yep,
island in the Kona area. And one of our favorite restaurants here, the Cafe Pesto.
Mm-hmm.
Around 3 o'clock, 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody, 2018.
Next day.
And we're going down to look at one more entry point until we get to the barricades.
So we'll come in from the north this
In the
time.
background, you might hear the helicopters.
Sunshine 24, upper HPP for Pahoa 3.6 for Fishery.
Perfect.
Lots of helicopters up there. A nice timing, helicopter pilot. Lots of helicopters up there from all the tour groups. And they're chatting away. Well, they're not chatting. They're giving position reports. Because it'd be pretty embarrassing if they crashed into each other. So that is the steam coming up from the ocean entry point.
No, that's Fisher 8.
Do we
Oh,
have
that's Fisher 8?
a picture of that lava
Oh,
boat?
Cindy says that's Fisher 8.
Sunshine 24.
Do you think you got
No.
some Suicide? No. Not even on our walks?
No.
Okay. Too bad.
One of the most open spots I've seen.
But look at me, it's creating its own weather system.
A little bit of ham radio talk going on in the background there, too. I'm radioactive when I go out there. Okay, I can see the Fisher 8 plume really well there. And we can't see the lava. We're never going to get in and see the lava, but we can sure see the results.
Oh, yeah.
Below 3.2 on the south side, just FYI. It's just there's some haze covering it. But, yeah, we're going right. That's Sunshine 24.
So all this here, that's the steam coming up
Because
from
that's
the ocean
Fisher 8,
and
right.
over there. Yeah, you can see the
Yeah,
distinct
so
drop
straight
downs.
ahead is the ocean
wide
entry, and
ones,
to the
steam.
right is Fisher 8.
And the narrow ones, Fisher 8.
Here comes the beach road.
Yeah, we took a turn away from Pahoa, and you can see we're coming up to the ocean. And we're going to drive from the north down that road that is right along the ocean again, but from the other side. With all this going on, somebody's still
Still
building
building.
a house. I mean, this is a couple miles away,
optimistic.
but
Hey.
could happen anywhere here.
Yeah.
So this road was even prettier.
And very quiet. Nobody was back here. Only passed a couple of people along the way, which was great.
I've got your microphone turned up as high as it'll go, and you're still not very loud, so speak up.
Okay.
Speak up.
Someone has done a little rock sculpting. And actually over that ridge is where the real blowhole is.
What the heck?
Come on.
No, you're okay.
Little spray,
No,
please.
it's still right.
Yeah, but the voice is wrong.
I watched blow.
Don't know where
was
that little
weird.
dialogue came from.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was editing and stuck something in wrong.
Yeah, there's somebody.
Yeah, the road's a little narrow, so
You always pull off and let him go by. And another police barricade.
yeah. So we arrived at this one. We stopped and talked to the cops that were there for a while.
And that was probably the closest we got to it. At least the
What
flow
did he say,
into
Cyndi?
the
We're about a mile from the
shore.
fissure, mile from the entry
A
point.
mile from where the lava's flowing, it takes a turn and goes into the ocean right near the lighthouse.
Yeah.
So this is probably as close. Well, I don't know. When we went past Leilani Estates on 130,
Yeah, that was
we may have
close.
been even closer. But this is what's so funny is here you are, you know, a mile from the lava. You don't
Yeah. And you can't hear
can't
anything.
smell anything,
If it was
see
still doing the
anything.
exploding, we'd probably be hearing it.
Yeah, but
It's
I
not
mean, of
doing
course,
that.
you've got so many trees that you just can't see anything going on.
Yeah.
But which is beautiful. But
So what we can hear is the helicopters overhead,
yeah.
except not right now. We know the park is closed.
But we had to go see it.
want-
Yeah. Okay. Let me pause
Park
this
is
again
closed.
for just a moment.
Yep.
And so we left the Puna district, and let me go back to the
Back to the map.
map. So we left this territory, the Puna area. Again, we had just finished driving down this road here and got to that checkpoint. So let's see. Now, at the south checkpoint, we were maybe a little closer than the north
Well,
checkpoint, but there was
On
stuff
130,
going in.
we were the closest to Fissure 8.
Well, yeah, this
Yeah,
coming down 130,
coming down
and
there,
this
yeah.
is where the steel plates were.
Right.
So that was the actual closest that we got.
Right. But in terms of closest to the lava going into the ocean, it was up there.
Yeah, it would have been right around in here at this point.
Yep.
Okay, so now we left, and I think we went back to Hilo, and then
Yep. Came
now
out.
we're heading out to Volcanoes Park. So this video that you're about to see is coming down here on Highway 11. We will come up to the little town of Volcano. The entrance to the park is around here, and you'll see that. And we just wanted to see the sign that says it was closed.
Yeah.
We're nosy
That's
that
all,
way.
yeah.
And then we'll drive into this territory in Volcano
Golf Course.
Yeah, and we had, you'll see, I'll make some comments about the golf course, and then we had, many years ago, we had stayed overnight for a few nights at a cabin that's along this road here someplace. I could probably find it
Yeah.
if I look carefully enough. No. Well, I'm not going to take the time. It was in here someplace.
Yes.
So you'll see a little bit of that coming up in just a moment. And again, everything in here, the park, you're going to see a sign for the park that will drive by. It's going to look like we're driving into the park. That sign is on this road over here because the park's boundaries are actually up in here. Mm-hmm. I really hope there's no one still listening to just the audio. You're getting nothing. Okay, so let's see if I can get back to the video and make it go.
Roll it.
You got to see it for yourself. Not that we don't believe it. We just want to see it.
Yeah, it said not to stop for the next 12 miles. So what do? Well, actually, we technically didn't stop. We turned into the golf course. Park entrance. And sadly shut down.
We'll see that sign and everything it says in a little bit on the way back.
Looks like you can get a tea
There's that
time
golf course I was talking about.
anytime you want.
Yep, nobody was out there playing. But what was so funny is that
of
multiple
people out and
times
about around
people
here,
were
and
out
mountains
walking in the neighborhood,
walking.
walking their dog, had their kids with them. It was, and once again, look at how close you are to
Many
Kilauea.
trips ago,
and you don't even know it. Don't smell it.
We
There's
stayed up
nothing.
here in
I suppose they can
Volcanoes
probably
in this-
feel.
Hold on.
I don't know, what is it, a house, a condo?
It's a house.
Yeah, it's actually two
sections.
units. It's got a more of a cabin bedroom there, another one up there, and the cistern in the back. In the cool air of Volcanoes.
Much cooler up there.
And there's
That's
the
all.
sign that makes it look like we're going into the park, which we are, but we're not going into the
entering
closed part.
Volcanoes National Park.
And this is the now sinkhole.
Earthquake damage again. We're going the other way.
Yeah, let me stop that for just a second. because when we were going up to Kona or something, other side of the island, and we were listening to the guys talk on the ham radio.
Right.
And there were some guys that were driving up and down 11, and one of them drove by, and he said, "There's just a chunk of the road is missing." And he came by again the other way, and he said, "Now it's huge."
Yeah.
And they were closing the road, and we could see.
And that was just the day after we'd gone up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just some earthquake damage created a sinkhole, and it was just eating the road away. Don't know what they
See
did.
if it's still open.
Yeah, actually, I can. Can I turn on traffic on the map? I probably can, but I don't know how.
Well, here we go. No, it's just orange in that spot. Yeah, it's right where the military camp is. So
Well, look at your big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been right in there. And still slowing stuff down. Maybe just like one lane open would be my guess.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be a little hard to fill in.
Yeah.
So, again, that's probably about where it happened. Watch
My
your
comment,
language.
yeah. In fault zone. Like, okay, now there's no more problem.
Yeah.
That's an old sign, by the way. It's been up there for years. Entrance again.
Yeah, we'll see what that sign is flashing now. Park closed due to increased volcanic activity. Believe it now?
Do what?
Believe it now?
I believe it now, yeah.
Okay, didn't believe it before, right? Gotta see it.
To believe it. Yeah.
And now we are heading back to Pahoa for dinner, and it will get dark.
Caleos.
So with dinner, we are going to probably get a show.
Yes, we will.
That's the Fisher 8 plume, and I expect it will glow. And that is as seen from our table here at Caleos in Pahoa.
Which, by
So
the
we
way,
lost
was
our favorite
wonderful
Mexican
for
restaurant.
dinner.
This is not Mexican. It's kind of everything. But it looks pretty nice inside.
I guess I was almost surprised at how nice Caleos was.
Yes. Because when you go past it, it doesn't look like much.
Yeah, from the outside, it looks pretty ramshackle.
But we had one of the valets at our hotel was recommending it. So we went and very impressed. It's become one of our favorites now.
And the whole town of Pahoa it's got the reputation as a hippie Western counterculture place.
Yeah, off the grid.
Yep, and you can see from the picture here that things are
not much going on.
well. There's people around,
but not compared to what it used to be.
Small town, and it's got the on Maui. There's a couple towns that look similar. Makawao,
Paia.
Yeah. And it's not like they're run down. Well, maybe they kind of are old and run down looking.
They're kind of run down. They're not fancy, I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
but
don't put on the airs.
Yeah.
And the restaurant that we used to go to, the Mexican restaurant, do you remember the name?
It started with an L. And I want to say it's not Luigi's. It's
That would be an Italian Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. No, I don't remember, but it was an L.
Don't remember.
It was something that didn't sound Mexican, but
I don't think we
so
ever
good.
cared what the name was. We just
knew where it was.
Went
Yeah.
there. Got a giant burrito that was great.
Yeah. And they had cats.
Yep. But it burned down, and so now this is our new favorite restaurant in Pahoa.
With a great view.
Okay, food porn time. What did you get?
I got the teriyaki chicken, Hawaiian teriyaki, which is so good.
And I got a fish sandwich.
Also really good.
Caesar salad.
Because it was fresh.
Yeah.
You know, it was in the ocean like maybe earlier that day.
Cindy's chatting with a neighbor. Not quite dark out yet, but
Getting the glow.
the camera is going to struggle for color balance.
I was reading something about Hawaii is one of the few places that allows a fish market to take fish directly off of the boat and take it to restaurants without a middleman.
Sui-san.
There and all
Yeah.
along,
Sui-san,
the
or
color
poke
balance
bowls,
all
you
along
betcha.
The lower edge of those clouds. Yeah, now you can see it.
And that's not the sunset. Nor is that. That is the glow of the lava.
Yep.
Very impressive.
I would like to get over there and see that lava bubble up.
And it's just below that tree line. Mm-hmm. Well, not that tree line.
This is
it's
pretty
a little
impressive.
farther, but
That is shining up from where it's hitting the ocean. And that is from the open fissure.
You hear the koki in the background.
Koki?
Koki.
An invasive species of frog they hate. I'm holding this picture so you can just see the plume work its way up.
Yeah, very active. And that's just...
And that is not a sunset.
Nope. Okay, back across the steel plates here.
Yep, we're heading now.
There's a steel plate in your head. It said that sign says.
Say that every time we pass it. We're heading down to Kalapana and got a recommendation for this thing called Uncle Robert's Nighttime Farmers Market.
Sailing vessel Bright Angel, Coast Guard, Roger. You're coming from Tahiti and you're en route to Oahu. Over.
We are listening to the Marine Channel now, not the helicopter channel, because the helicopter's flying.
Look at that. You think there's something going on up here? Look at that. Holy cow.
Yeah, the camera's not seeing it very well, but we're
No.
seeing the steam or smoke from the vent here.
Oh, it's coming out of the freaking road.
Coming out of the road. That's very comforting.
Being in Oahu on Friday. Do you know where in Oahu? Over.
Jeez. Okay.
But we just drove over a river of molten lava. Do we care? Nah.
Leilani Estates again.
Bright Angel, Coast Guard, Channel 16.
We are headed to something called Uncle Robert's Farmers Market. And we're maybe a quarter mile out. And
Everybody's there. Everybody in the Puma district is down there.
This had not been open for weeks because the road was closed. They may did something just for the folks that were down there. It's 4th of July, remember?
Yeah.
A little late for getting the fireworks, but we found a prime parking spot. I don't think you can see any of that for just $5. And there's the festival for the farmers market or whatever this is.
So they were just cranking up again. The whole thing was a little more compact than I was expecting. I kind of expected it to be spread out a bit more.
It was pretty impressive.
Unfortunately, we had already eaten.
Yeah, I was going to say, next time we're going to have to try out the food there. It was highly recommended.
Yep. This is the Kalapana Awa Band. I'll show you their website in a little bit.
They were very good.
And they got people up dancing.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this guy just standing around behind the band, wailing on the saxophone. He was pretty good, but he was not part of the band. Just having fun. This guy playing the bongos, I think he was running the
sound,
lighting and sound or something. Yeah. You can see some equipment behind him. More fireworks. We were told, oh, and we're going to have illegal fireworks.
The best kind. Yeah. So, lots of things for sale.
Yep, lots of stuff for sale.
Somebody had a horse head on.
They didn't do a lot of Hawaiian songs. This is one of the few Hawaiian songs. Yeah. And this is a contemporary one. It's not an old Hawaiian song.
Right.
To the leeward side.
So apparently they leave this thing running all night.
I'm talking about the lava, not the band.
Leilani again. Oh, you can see Fissure 8. You're only probably a mile at the most from it.
Yeah, I'm going to back that up and try to stop.
Yeah, right where it shows it. I didn't get a good look at it. That was a good view. Right there. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so if we could see just a little closer in there, you could probably see. Now, at this point, it wasn't fountaining.
Well, the cone is built up to about 180 feet, so the fountaining is going on inside of it.
Yeah.
You don't see it coming up out of the cone anymore so much.
Everybody's seen the videos of what looks like a volcano erupting.
It is.
Sort of. So that's going on just out of view here, I'm afraid. And at night you can see it glow for miles as you're driving up the road.
Yeah, permanent night light out there. Favorite.
Every song they did was a crowd favorite.
Yeah, they did a very good job. We hung out there till what, about 9:30?
It is Thursday, July 5th, 6 p.m. And we are on the side, not the top, of Mauna Kea. I believe classified as extinct volcano. This is where the road to the top begins. As you can see, they
breathing heavy.
Four-wheel drive only.
We're at 10,000 feet.
A lot of the tourist blogs say, we drove it up in a regular passenger car. Didn't have any trouble. It's like this most of the way. It's gravel, washboardy, you go slow, steep, but not impassable in even a passenger car, but we're not planning on doing that this trip. We've been there with a tour. Can't breathe up there.
Not real well.
There's
no.
Mauna Loa. Currently the top is clear.
14,000 feet almost.
So we're going to waste some time walking up this trail. It would take us to the top. What do you think? Only 3.5 hours to the top.
No.
Walking.
No.
No.
No. Not 4,000.
You have no sense of adventure.
14,000 feet.
Right. No. It's 4,000 feet from here.
Oh,
Up.
well, yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, there's the top right there.
We did 1,000 just the other day, you know, before
that's
that.
true.
The top.
It's not the top.
No, I was tired by then.
Actually can't see the top from here. I don't think that's the top.
No.
But it is somebody driving down.
A
from the top.
ridge, and it'll be over that. So not visible from here. We crossed a little ridge. We took the left-hand fork back there, not the official trail. Crossed a little ridge, and now we can see down into what looks like the Kona area, although I'm not really sure. I mean, the shore's got to be out there. There's going to be anything higher, probably underneath that layer of clouds.
I couldn't tell from the viewfinder. You can see the shore there.
Can the camera see that my eyes can't see?
A little cone.
Can't tell.
But from the viewfinder, you really can't see very much.
That
The daylight.
is the sunset viewing hill. People are heading up already to get their prime spots. It's also got some interesting views everywhere if it's not too cloudy. And we are up here, or almost up here, just in time for sunset.
Actually, we were a little late.
Yeah, a couple of minutes late, but still got a good
A lot of people here
view
already.
of it.
And I'm breathing hard because that is steep.
It is steep. Yeah, that was a good sunset.
It was good, but it wasn't as good as what we saw from the Kula Lodge in the previous video.
Oh, there's the top. Nice and clear.
And once again,
Don't think the
everyone's dressed
telescopes
up
are visible
warm
from here. I don't
For the
think
most
so.
part.
Let's see.
because it's
No,
8,000
sign
feet?
of them.
Yeah, between 8 and 9. And thanks to the VOG.
It is a hybrid, and it's a little weird when it's doing its electric
And
thing.
it was a
It's our-
Ford
our
Focus,
rental car.
I think.
But it does need some gas,
or Fiesta.
and it's
It
expensive.
was a
over here.
Focus.
And what kind of mileage you've been seeing?
Well, about $1 more than gas here now.
9.7 from this tank of gas.
You told me a lot more earlier.
Yeah.
50 something?
Well, remember we went up 10,000 feet, so it drank a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And rain.
And
rain.
a reminder.
We're on the rainy side of the island.
Yeah, we're in a rainforest.
Yep. That's the only way it can happen.
Now that's after we'd been to visit the
9 o'clock,
cousins.
July 7th,
Yeah, it was our last day.
18.
That was the night before.
Saturday, our last day.
Uh-oh.
I think the lens is fogged over.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we had booked a helicopter ride for Saturday morning, the day we were going to leave. We weren't going to leave until the evening. This is what the radar map was showing.
Yeah. That red is not a good thing.
This is an unhappy face.
Yeah. But safety first.
Yeah, they canceled our flight due to weather. The weather that you saw on the radar a moment ago. We've been hearing the helicopter's radio traffic pretty much since about 8:30. But maybe other pilots fly in
Yeah.
dicier weather, or maybe things have just got a little bit worse and everybody stopped. We'll go tune in on the handy-talkie and see what they're doing. But no flight for you. It's very quiet at the Hilo Airport.
It's always quiet at the Hilo Airport.
And for the past 2 or 3 minutes, it has been very quiet on the pilot intercom frequency.
There's the helicopter. come back down here and pick us up.
We are going to go drown our sorrows in...
Pog at Ken's.
And pancakes.
Our timing was just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the direction we would have been going, but it's the kind of thing that's going on around here. Our timing was poor. The radio traffic was buzzing as we were heading over to the airport, but it has gone silent.
And it was buzzing when we got done at Ken's, too.
This portion of the Triangle Talk Show is brought to you by Ken's House of Pancakes. Jammin' since 1971. It's not international, unless you consider that being part of both the United States of America and the independent nation of Hawaii from one location makes it international. When you need to drown your sorrows from having a canceled helicopter flight, stop by Ken's and stick your face in a giant stack of pancakes. Ken's, open 24 hours.
And they're busy. We've never seen them not busy.
You just killed my joke. Back it up again.
Stop by Ken's and stick your face in a giant stack of pancakes. Ken's, open 24 hours. Not in a row.
It is actually in a row.
Yes, it is.
Remember this view from 2015? The Pahoa transfer station.
Just in case you don't remember.
And the lava that just came up
There's 2015
the fence and then stopped. Ate a little bit of the fence. And then out here on this road, power poles that had been shrouded in protective
Look at
coatings to
Boy, they did
keep
just
the lava
plow
away
through
from
all that
them.
Lava.
And this
Blood
road
bath.
that was closed, lava covering it.
And look at all the foliage. That was only, what, 3-4 years
They
ago?
blasted
2015.
through. I guess it didn't go very far. I'll show you where. They blasted on through and repaved the road. I think this is one of the poles that they had covered.
How do you fight lava? More lava.
Old lava.
Old lava.
It's what they've got to work with, so why not?
Yeah. It's a good insulator.
And that's all the territory that was covered by lava, just a few hundred feet. And over there in the distance is the smoke from Fissure 8.
Look at all the stuff growing back.
We probably could have walked in from there into the fissure and no one would have caught us.
Hey, you're standing on ground that's younger than you are.
By quite a bit.
By a lot.
Yeah, by a lot. This was what, in 2015?
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but it has ferns growing in it already.
Yep, nature is reasserting itself.
Yep. Didn't take long.
Okay, so I handed you the camera as we were taking off.
Oh no, this is going to be bad.
Well, we thought
tried.
maybe we'll get a look at something.
Yeah.
But
no.
I unfortunately did not put on manual focus.
Oh,
So
dear.
it tended to focus on the window.
Yeah.
So we can see how scratchy it was.
Sure was.
If the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign.
But I don't think you could see anything from
No.
that area. I mean, the airport is just a little north of that territory. But nothing really to see, even if the camera had been in focus. What were we looking at here?
That is Haleakala, I believe. There's a new wind farm on the backside of Haleakala.
So we're back on Maui.
Yep. Heading to Maui, yep.
Plane change was in Maui. The plane back to the mainland was from Kahului Airport in Maui.
Yep.
And nice view of these scratches in the window again.
Shouldn't complain about that. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was fun. We'll have to go back. As soon as they have a viewing area opened, we're going back.
Yeah.
We'll make a quick trip out there.
So this is the Kalapana Awa Band website. And you see the whole place referred to a couple different ways. Uncle Robert's, I guess looking over here, oops, get there. Why is my cursor is disappearing because it's trying to be a marker. It's not helpful at all. Anyway, you see Uncle's Awa Club, Uncle Robert's, a couple different ways that you'd see that. But if you search for Kalapana Awa Band, you can find them. I don't know if they've released any CDs or anything. Just take a look at their website. I'm not seeing anything. I don't think they play all over the island. I don't know if they've played off the island. You can book them. Let's see if we can book them. They appear to be quite available. Looking at the calendar.
They're good, though.
Yeah. Better than your average garage band.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I guess if they reminded me of anybody, it would be... there we go. Grateful Dead.
Yeah. There are a lot of people down there that remind me of Grateful Dead.
Yeah. And about that loose.
Yeah, very.
All right. Anything else we need to say about this trip? Why would anybody want to watch our home movies?
Because we do fun things. We do stuff that a lot of people don't. I mean, when people go to Hawaii, so many of them they lounge there in the resort, sit on the beach, little umbrella drinks, lots of suntan lotion.
Starting to sound pretty good right now.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but we just like to get out and explore and see all the natural beauty that's there. It's just so diverse.
And we like to exercise so that we can eat.
Yeah. I don't think I gained anything on that trip, did you?
No, but I did the couple days afterwards.
Okay.
Not sure why.
Well, that's because it's sitting on that plane.
Yeah, could be. Does my shoulder still hurt? Yeah, I think it still does. I was sitting on in coach. You didn't manage to get me a first class.
No, but I explained why that happened. And
yes, because it was all booked on points.
Yeah.
Didn't cost you any money to bring me. They tied me to the wing. I was sitting in coach like that because a coach seat, I am this big and a coach seat is this wide.
Yeah, sadly.
So and I'm not a huge guy.
No.
I am slightly bigger than average, maybe. Average person is 5'10", I'm 5'11".
Were you on the aisle?
Was on the aisle.
Yeah, okay.
But you can't spill over into the aisle because...
No, because people walking in the aisle.
And then, they push these carts that go within a quarter inch of the side of your chair, and they do not stop for anything.
No. All you hear is elbows, knees, elbows, knees.
Yeah. So I sat like that for too long without exercising my elbow or my shoulder. And doctor, it hurts when I do this. Well, don't do that.
Yeah.
Old joke. So we had a good time. That is it. We came home.
Yeah.
Now we are here.
And waiting to go back again.
Yeah. There are fans of our videos. People have sent us emails saying that we're planning on going. We watched your videos several times and got some tips. So we're glad to help. Oh wait, I forgot to put you back there.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I forgot.
No.
You don't want to be there. Here, we'll do this.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Much better. That's my better side.
You got your wine glass there. I notice it's empty.
It's empty.
And
yep.
Look at the fancy monitor stand.
Yep. Do we have any cats up here? I don't think we do.
We haven't seen a cat.
No.
In a while.
Lazies.
Yep. You got another microphone in front of you with my custom-made mic flag.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I think it's time to wrap up.
I guess it is. I don't want to go. It's so much fun doing the show. So, all right, you guys.
Well, we got litter to scoop, dishes to pull out of the dishwasher, new ones to put in.
And another episode of Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip to watch.
Yay, good.
That's our current.
Well, that and...
It isn't even on Netflix streaming. We had to get the DVDs.
Yeah, and then we're doing The Good Wife. We just saw the first episode of that, or second episode?
We could watch 1 and 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be a good long run, because I think it's done, but I think it had like a 5 or 6 year.
Yeah. And I think we're going to like it.
We started that by watching The Good Fight, which was a spinoff.
Okay, that makes sense.
With Leonard's mom.
Yeah, Kristen Baranski.
Yeah, the only people that get that reference is if they've watched The Good Wife, The Good Fight, and Big Bang Theory. So we watched The Good Fight, which is a CBS All Access exclusive. It's not been broadcast, and it's not available anyplace else. So it's got that truncated season of just 10 to 13 episodes. And I guess they've done 2 seasons, but it doesn't take long to binge your way through that.
No, not us.
So, and unfortunately, Studio 60 only made it 1 season.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it kind of jumps its own shark pretty badly toward the end.
Okay.
We'll
see. Okay.
We've seen it. I mean, we saw it first run.
I don't remember.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's a great thing about getting old.
Yeah, it's like, I
see it again for the
this.
first time. So that's another Aaron Sorkin. And,
our favorite.
Yep. Come on, Aaron.
We wish he did more.
Need something new.
Yeah. Love him.
So that's what's going to happen tonight. Well, coming up on 10 o'clock. I'll try not to stay up until 1 o'clock. We're bad at that.
No, until I retire. We can't be doing that.
Why don't you just retire?
Money.
Oh, yeah. Well, we need some of that, I guess. You bought a lottery ticket this week?
No.
I don't know if the Mega Millions are pumped up or not.
Oh, yeah, I think they are.
Because you always wait until it gets really big.
Not always, but,
Because, what good would $5 or $6 million do us?
Really? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've got a lottery. There we go.
Yeah, if the prize isn't 20 or 30 million, because if suppose you were to win $5 million, first of all you'd take it as a lump sum, and you'd pay taxes. You might end up only with like 2, and what good is that?
It's very good.
Get up on that bike.
It's very good.
Okay, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
This is it, the Triangle Talk Show. Wait a minute, I can put that up here. Episode 19, Hawaii 5. Now you understand why. Oh, well. We missed the helicopter. Oh, I forgot to mention that the lava boat. The lava boat thing.
Do you have the video?
Well, I don't, because it is it's exclusive, I guess. Let's see if anybody's... I mean, it's on news sites and stuff.
Okay.
I can't really show from other people's news sites. This is CNN, and it turns out that the lava boats were harbored just down the street from our hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it several years in a row.
We passed them, often.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's heard the lava boat story, and this happened
the week after.
A week after we got back.
Yeah.
We considered the lava boat. Instead, we went for the helicopter, and then unfortunately got rained out. And if we had more time after that, because that was the day we were leaving, So there wasn't another chance.
Yeah, we might have gone for Plan B and gone on
Yeah.
a lava boat.
But we saw that boat. I didn't take any video of it because who cared at the time?
You see it all the time.
Yeah. But so yeah. Oh,
Yeah, lava's dangerous,
yeah.
and especially when it's
these
entering
are
the ocean like that.
These are the things that we missed. Would you go on the lava boat now?
Now I probably would because they're going to be more careful. But I think they had bumped down the limit of how close they could get.
Oh,
to
this
think
is
it was
US.
50 yards.
This is USGS footage. This is
Yeah. That's at ground level.
yeah. This is
with-
government. I can play this.
Yeah.
'Cause we paid for this with our tax dollars.
Yeah, and we didn't mention that Lapaka,
We did not.
who works for the Hawaii Volcano Observatory, we had a nice
Yep.
visit with him. Had lunch down at Suisan, which is where the lava boat was. But learned quite a bit about, the days and weeks preceding and how they were detecting it, and so it was very interesting, very interesting.
Yep.
He's got a really cool job.
I ate pokey.
You ate poke, yes, and it was good, wasn't it?
Explain to the folks what pokey is.
It's a Hawaiian dish that is usually ahi tuna in some sort of marinade over rice. And actually, I had some today for lunch at my favorite Thai place, and it was very good.
Yeah, but you didn't mention the most important part about pokey.
It's raw.
It's raw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you say that like, of course it's raw.
Of course, it's raw.
But
Yeah, and they had I don't know how many,
It's-
like 10 different
it's
types
sushi.
of poke. It's sushi, yeah, but it's
it's good.
it's very good. They do a very good job, and Suisan is known internationally for their poke.
Suisan is a little fish house.
Yeah, literally.
It's got sort of a restaurant, more of a walk-up kind
Yeah,
of thing.
walk up, order, and then go
Next to
sit
it.
down out front on the picnic tables, which is great.
And but the boats pull up. The boats pull up next to it and unload, and then they carve it up. They're carving it up right in front of your.
Yeah, I mean, that fish was
Eyes.
in the ocean just hours before you're eating it, so
Yeah.
it's very fresh. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you kicked the mic stand.
No, that was the cat.
Oh,
I'm blaming it on Sarah D. I
I'm
know where my
lost.
feet are.
I'm
Yeah,
lost.
there you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So our
There's the
hotel
golf course.
Hotel
Yeah.
was on this
Banyan
little
Drive.
strip. And
And then Suisan is right there. Yep.
there it is. Well, you can see lava boat,
Yep. Love
lava ocean tour.
Yeah, that's it.
Now that is you.
No, it isn't. It's Sarah
They're
D. She-
fighting down there.
Oh, they're.
Fine, they're fighting and kicking the mic stand.
No, she's just trying to get my attention.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just her. Is that you? Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So the that's the little spot you can walk up to. You go inside here and order
You can get.
couple of different things.
Yeah. I mean, you can just get fresh fish, or you can get.
I don't think they cook anything though, do they?
No.
It's all going to be
No,
sushi.
it's all sushi.
Sarah D,
Yeah.
knock it off.
It says nope. Nope.
Yep. So
Yeah.
so a boat will leave there and get out of the Hilo Harbor. And if I can get out of Hilo Harbor, then their trip would be down here, and this is the
Just
territory
around the corner.
where things are hitting the ocean.
Yep.
So you used to have to go all the way down here, which is about twice as far. They tell me, it can be rough.
Yeah.
It's seasick making if you're prone to that, which probably everybody is. But about the only way to see the active lava other than the helicopters, and I don't know if it's iffier than the helicopters in terms of actually being able to.
Oh no, you will always see something.
Well,
on the lava boat.
Some kind of weather would stop the boats.
Oh well, thunderstorm.
They don't have those in Hawaii.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
They do now. Remember, we're standing up on Haleakala at 10,000 feet, and
we heard thunder.
We heard thunder off from the... Hello.
Hey, you got a cat.
Wow. Come on up, sweetie. Come on.
She's out of camera range. Swing your chair around a little bit. Can you?
Well, you got her on there now.
Well, but swing your chair around. Let's see her. See all of her. Swing your chair around the other way. Watch your monitor. Watch the cat appear in the monitor.
I'm trying to.
But turn. Rotate. There you go. That is Sarah D. She's eating your hair.
Trying to get my attention.
She's eating your hair.
Mom, it's bedtime.
This is the best part of the show.
Why are you doing that? Usually it's Dusty that does that. Why are you doing it, huh? Because I'm trying, Mom. I'm trying. Delicious.
Okay, now come back to your microphone.
Okay, here we go. Sarah D. Hi. Thank you for styling my hair. That's very nice of you. Here, let me try again. There you go. This is a blind cat. Remember that.
Yep.
You got to ask yourself, where did she learn that? Where did she ever get the idea to do that, huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? You hungry, huh? I'll give you a little snack, all right?
All right. You have been watching and or listening to the Triangle Talk Show. Episode 19, I think it was. Hawaii 5. Shit. Oh, gotta push the explicit button now. And I'm Gary Pierce. Oh, I know who I am. I'm this guy.
Uh-huh.
You are that girl.
Yeah, we need to get her caption for Sarah D now.
Yeah. Sarah D.
Captions for all the cats.
Yeah. And we're about to go away. So, over and out. No, over and
out.